Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel if you're new here. Hi. Um so today I am kind of doing something kind of like a Q&A. So a while back I got this app called Tell on Me. Um so basically I you kind of ask questions. And these are just some I am going to go over with. It's kind of like an opinion. Basically what people do is they reach out to people and ask for their opinion on something, kind of. Yeah, basically that's how it works. um so I thought, why not share it with you guys? Just because I find done a Q&A a couple of times, and it's just like, I don't know, I feel like there's only so many questions that you can ask someone. So this is kind of like that, but a bit different. So let's see which one I can start out to. Um, so this is one I got asked, and by the way, all these are anonymous. So if you do want opinions on things, um, they are anonymous. Um, so we'll start out with this one. If you still like your ex, how do you feel about dating, and will it work? Personally, my thing on it is like, I feel like some relationships, I do believe in right person, wrong time a lot. With some relationships, that is. So basically, I do feel like sometimes they can work out in the end. It really depends um, on kind of like, it really depends. Feel like if, you guys are truly in love, there could be that right person, wrong time. And sometimes it do work out the second time or third time around. So it's not like one of those things where it's like it's not gonna work out whatsoever. So I feel like if you're in that situation and if you feel like it's meant to happen again, it probably will. Um, but that's like my thought on it. Um, so, um, which series am I currently watching? I'm currently watching, what is it? I'm in between a couple different series. I'm watching the Wednesday show on Netflix. I'm watching Criminal Minds as well. I have not watched the new one that just came out just because I am not prepared for um Spencer not to be in it, because I find as the series went on, some of the main people that held the show there, it's just like, and Spencer is one of my favorite characters, and I just can't bring myself to watch it, guys. Like, um, so yeah, a random fact about me. Um, I collect crystals, I guess. I have a lot of random facts. Um, when meeting new people, what do you pay attention to? Personally, I pay attention to how they act. Just because sometimes you'll be able to kind of get a vibe going on, like, if they are someone you want around you constantly, they're more kind of like, oh, I'll talk to you and whatnot, but it's not like, personally, that's what I pay attention to, is how they act. Other people might pay attention to completely other things. Um, Do you like giving presents to people? I love giving presents to people. I am that person who always tries and outdoes it every year, especially for the holiday season. So yes, I do love giving presents. Um, my opinion on people that Photoshop their selfies. Honestly, I feel like that's such a normal thing these days. Um, so it's kind of one of those things. I don't really care much for it. Too much. It's just like if you're about to meet someone and say if you every picture you sent them was photoshopped, you're gonna get a different reaction. So honestly, I have not photoshopped. I don't think really photoshopped. I've like that. So do I prefer staying home or going out? Personally, it depends on how I'm feeling. Like some days I just wake up and I'm in such a this go-go mood. Other days, like today, is kind of more I want to relax. I have not been feeling the best the last couple of weeks. Um, so yeah. My opinion on people who drives expensive cars. Um, Honestly, people who drives expensive cars, I really don't know. For some reason, my app just closed out on me. Um, but my opinion on people who drives expensive cars, I feel like sometimes you have to show the money, like not necessarily flaunt it, but um, I feel like it's a normal thing. Some people likes driving expensive cars. Personally, in my eyes, I don't necessarily like showing how much money I make. Um, just because I find these days there's so many fake people, so I feel like if they catch you driving something fancy or whatnot, they're gonna be fake to you basically. Not everyone, but a lot of them. So personally, like I find it just stupid. I find that's how a lot of fake people gets attracted, and it's just no. Um, do I believe that books can help people move forward? Honestly, I feel like this is kind of more of like the mental health like books. And I feel like, and coming from my perspective, um, back when I took time off work there for those months, one of my coworkers gave me this like a health book kind of thing. Me and her related in such a way that way. Um, and personally, I feel like sometimes there's an underlying issue where it takes a lot to realize what's causing it. And coming from that point of view, it's like I find it can help, and I find sometimes it can help you move forward and let things go because you're kind of learning this new aspect and how to look at things. And so, yes, personally, I think some books can help you grow and move forward in life. Um, and yeah, um, so yeah, personally, I think sometimes it can help you. Um, do you think there are advantages to meeting someone on a dating app, and what are they? Um, I used to do dating apps. This was before I met Sam, and personally, I will admit I felt like it brought me out more. I feel like I became more open, and I was able to. I feel like I just became more open, honestly. Like, not like sharing every detail about my life, but I felt like more that shyness I have went kind of away. So personally, I feel like it does help. But then again, please, if you do dating apps, be careful because there is a lot of weirdos out there these days, and I've met some through it. And but that's for a whole nother story. Let's see. What are you afraid of now that weren't as a child? Um, I honestly don't know. I feel like everyone has a fear, and I, I think my thing is I don't know actually. Now that I think about it, I really don't know. Um, what's a way to reject someone you're not into? Um, honestly, I feel like it if you're just honest with someone, and because personally how I look at it is like, I feel like the best way is to just say like, I'm not looking for a relationship at this moment in time. um just because, like, how I see it is, you're not really being mean, um because maybe you aren't prepared for a relationship. um my thing is, if you're gonna tell someone that, don't automatically after that get into a relationship. Just be like, or explain, like, if say if it was a good friend, just be like, hey, I don't want to ruin our friendship. um Not like it's gonna get ruined, but I feel like when, and personally coming from a point where me and Sam was friends before we started dating, um I will admit that it did help us more when it comes to relationship problems, because we are friends, like we were friends before we even got together. um and I just feel like sometimes, even though you might have been friends with them, like sometimes it's not always meant to be. And I will admit that you can always just say, hey, like, because of our friendship or whatnot, I'm just don't want to risk it. And it's a very understanding thing. That was one of my things, is like, I have dated a couple of my best friends, and like in the past, and I will admit that my thing was like, I didn't want to ruin our friendship, just because I find when you break up with someone, there could be a mix of all emotions that causes more stress and everything. So yeah. If you feel that a partner wants to change you, what do you do? Um, Honestly, I feel like if a partner is trying to change you, obviously they're not in love with you as they say you are, because they wouldn't be trying to change you personally. So I would not, at that rate, that's a big red flag in my eyes. Just because they should be with you because of you being you, not because of other things. So if they're trying to change you, then obviously it's a toxic relationship in my eyes. Get the hell out. And yeah. What is my opinion on being in a relationship with multiple people? Personally, I don't roll this way, just because I like being focused on the one main person instead of like an open relationship. But if that's what you're into, you be you. Like, that's completely up to you. Um, let's see. Um, there's some of these I cannot like really share because they're kind of like odd. What do I think on the electric car trend? Personally, Teslas, I find there's a lot of flaws with them. Um, and I'm not like, overall, I feel like it would save the environment, but Tesla's like the actual make of them is very stupid. No offense to anyone who likes Teslas. To me, there's a lot of flaws. Electric is a good way to go, but there's always other ways that will affect the planet. So personally, I don't really have much to say about it, just because it is the way it is. Um, if someone ghosts you, what should you do? Honestly, if they're ghosting you, they're not worth your time, honey. Um, Cut them off. Personally, just cut them off, because if they're ghosting you, no. Um, we will do one more question. Trying to find a good one for you guys. This is a good one. This one I wish I had. Tips on meeting partners' parents for the first time. Personally, I wish I knew this back when I met Sam's parents. Is that honestly, like, if they're gonna judge you, let them judge you. Don't overthink it. And just feel comfortable, because you're base. I'm not saying you're necessarily gonna be with that person forever, but it is a big commitment when you meet the parents. So like, they definitely, like, personally, I feel like, just be yourself. If they can't accept you, then that's their problem, not yours. But that is it for these questions. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and if so, please give this video a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below. So until next time, guys, bye.